Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Thomas rolls with his first carry, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They find some open field here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much of margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in
for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Hoyer. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And that'll make it 3rd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And now running right through it. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. First down, this is Rawls. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Rawls, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Hoyer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's Hoyer. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
And especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their life. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
On first down, Procise. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Their own 47-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards on the ground. They'll run it. This is Procise. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They run again with Carson. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Frank's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, here we go. Blue
2
90.
minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep here for Macklin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And the lead is down to 20. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad.
And look out, I think he's going to go. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They run it with Carson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now Wilson on second down. This complete to Lockett. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll throw now on the final play. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. It's Wilson. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Boom, land it. Gone. Turn up.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Look, they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Now Hoyer. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 4 down, check. Hey, alert. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Back to 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Back to 99 Philly, here we go. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, all right, now, lucky 56. Gone. Hurry up, Detroit. Here we go, lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Switch. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll buy some time right. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9
That they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles. But you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.